Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not much. He's marked down officially at the 21.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. You're mine.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
You're mine.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw his Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Kamara up the middle. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
Here's Carr. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Saints.
Jerome Johnson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Second down and 4. Throwing Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And down he'll go at the 25. Now Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Jones going to change it up here. Jones now off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 25 on second down, Jones got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. Now 3rd down and 7. Off-play action. Jones flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. From the 38, Jones. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw. Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jones on 1st and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one. Oh, but closed there quickly at the end. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
11-11. Here we go. 11-11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevenson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And quickly they get to the line.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
21.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Carr. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And now they're in the hurry up.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
We're good, we're good. White. That's it.
Here's Kamara off the draw. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Here's a 2nd and 8. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Well, that's the